So what is going on, Fam Jam? It is Thanksgiving Day 2022, so I wanted to do a ranking video. A couple of people had asked me about that. So today is going to be the top 10 Thanksgiving Day foods for me personally. These are my favorite. Definitely love cooking on Thanksgiving. We have done a Friendsgiving as well with friends of mine for years now, and some of these are inspired by those guys, what they cook, and some of these are what I cook that I really enjoy. It's a great time to get together with friends, family, and cook, teach the young ones little tips and tricks while you're in the kitchen, and it's just a good time to get together, listen to some good music, and cook and spend time together. Definitely be thankful for what we have and who we have in our lives. So I'm enjoying the day already. I've got some stuff in there cooking, and just thought I would do a quick video for you. So this is the top 10 Thanksgiving foods for me, and some of these you may never heard of, and maybe the first one is number 10 is the Eclair Pie. Now my sister Gabriella makes this dish. She is definitely the baker in the family. I am not good at baking at all. I prefer to handle main courses and things like that. But Eclair Pie is almost what it sounds like. She's got cream in there, whipped cream. It's a vanilla cream, a whipped cream, and graham crackers, and then she coats it in chocolate. So it's almost like an eclair, just not the lady fingers, but the not the lady fingers, but the puff pastry, and so she substitutes that out with graham crackers. It's delicious. I love eclairs. That's one of my favorite desserts. So that Eclair Pie I look forward to every year. She usually does it on Thanksgiving and at Christmas, mostly just for me, because I'm just like, hey, are you making eclairs this year? And she does. So that is number 10 is the Eclair Pie. Number 9 is green bean casserole. I've seen a lot of hate on social media the past couple of days, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, people saying, you know, they're not big on green bean casserole. If you like green bean casserole, you're crazy. Well, hey, I love green bean casserole, but there is a rule for me. I do not like cut green bean casserole. I need them to be French style. Something about the texture makes that better for me. My mom has made that for years and love that dish. Green bean casserole comes in at 9 for me. It's a great dish. 8, and the shocker for most people, I'm sure, is roast turkey. I'm not a huge turkey person. It does make the top 10 for me. It's classic. Roasting it, I have switched it up a couple of times. My buddy Jeremy usually makes the turkey, and I make another dish that may be higher on the list. He makes it delicious. It is a very, very good dish. I just don't put it above the rest. But if you want a quick tip on making your turkey cook a little bit faster, you can debone the spine out of it, and that'll flatten it out a little bit. One, it exposes the dark meat to the heat better and gives you all that. You can broil the top of the turkey to get that skin nice and crispy, and if you keep an eye on it, it won't dry out. Definitely brine the turkey, but if you take the spine out, it cooks maybe 90 minutes is all it would take, not all day. So there's a little trick for you if you're looking for a quick way to do turkey. Number 7 for me is mayonnaise rolls. Now, I don't know if anybody has ever heard of these, but my dad makes these, and they're the best rolls ever. So we don't do pre-bought dinner rolls. We don't make dinner rolls. He makes mayonnaise rolls, and honestly, I've watched him make them for close to 30 years, and I still don't really know how to make them. I've tried, and mine are not as good. Whatever he does, it's great. It's basically flour, oil, mayonnaise, and I think a little bit of water, but I'm not going to promise you that. Click down below, hit like, leave me a comment if you want me to do that recipe. I will be glad to do a video on mayonnaise rolls if you're curious. So definitely leave that in the comment below if you're interested. But 7 is mayonnaise rolls. They are delicious. Just trust me on that. They're awesome. 6 is going to be sweet potato casserole. I love this stuff. It's a little bit of sweetness before dessert happens. I love sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are awesome. And anything you coat in cinnamon and sugar and pecans, which is what usually goes on top of mine, is delicious. So I'm a big proponent of sweet potato casserole in that way, but I love to bake sweet potato as well. So that is solid. That comes in at number 6. At number 5, I have pecan pie. That is my absolute favorite dessert on the Thanksgiving table. Pecan pie is fantastic. We are lucky enough in Georgia to have homegrown pecans right here, so usually I can get fresh ones. There have been a few years where we have shucked our own pecans out of the shell and made it that way. And what you'll usually see is whole pecans on top. My grandmother did, on my dad's side, did pecan pie where she would almost powder them. It wasn't even a crumble pecan. They were almost powdered. And nobody's been able to do it like she did. I definitely can't. My mom's tried and come very, very close, but not the way she did it. We don't really know what the secret was. She is no longer around to make those for us, but I do have memories of her pecan pies, and those were spectacular. So number 4 is mac and cheese. This is a baked mac and cheese, and I will just tell you guys, my buddy Jeremy, who splits Friendsgiving with me, and we kind of make the most food out of it. He does a mac and cheese that is insane. It's mind-blowingly good, okay? His mac and cheese has got like 7 cheeses in it. He makes it from a basic roux, does the cheese sauce, puts it in there. It has bacon, it has, and he does make it without bacon for any of our vegetarian friends. But the full Nelson has bacon in it. He puts like Ritz cracker crumble on top. I don't know the recipe. I have tried to make it and I failed miserably one year. So I leave that to Jeremy, but his baked mac and cheese is definitely 4 on my list. That stuff, there's never any left. When people come over and have Friendsgiving and we send them with plates home, that stuff gets gone quick. So get here early at my Friendsgiving if you want any of the mac and cheese, because trust me, there won't be any left at the end of the night. At number 3, instead of mashed potatoes, I do twice baked red potatoes. So you get a mash in there, but I prefer this method because, one, it's easy just to pop those in. It's a one bite. You can put gravy on top of them. So what I'll do is bake the little red potatoes. I'll scoop the potato out of them and then put the shells back in the pan that I want to bake in. Make a mashed potato mixture, put a little cheese in the bottom of the skin, put the mashed potato mix back in the skin, cover that with a little bit of butter, some herbs, some seasonings, cover it in cheese, and then bake that one more time. They are awesome. Those things turn out great. Those right behind the mac and cheese are the things that get gone the most every year, so that is definitely a top 3 item for me. I love those guys, and since making those, I've really enjoyed doing those, and it's a big hit for everybody. They love them. So that at number 3 is my twice baked red potatoes. At 2, I have dressing. My mom's dressing. It is awesome, and if you are trying to tell me stuffing, you're wrong. It's not stuffing. We don't eat stuffing down here. I don't think I've ever had stuffing, and personally, I don't want stuffing. I like dressing, and my mom's dressing's always been fantastic. It's one I'm looking forward to this year for sure. I've had a hankering for dressing the past week, and I've been looking forward to it. So that is what she does. It's cornbread dressing, and we save bread all year. We have different kinds of bread in there, cornbread in there, you know, sage, all these wonderful, wonderful aromatics dropped in there, and that is number 2, because dressing is awesome. If you also throw a little bit of brown gravy on that, ooh, son, oh, let's go. And at number 1, my favorite dish for Thanksgiving, which a lot of people will be like, what, is ham. Ham is my meat for Thanksgiving. I cook 2 every year. I do a sugar ham and then a salt ham I am a salt ham person, so that one I just take the skin off an already smoked ham, lay it in the bottom, and I roast it at as low as I can go, about 200 all night. Let that fat render all the way out, and because it's already smoked, that turns out delicious. I do have a secret recipe for my sugar ham. It is a sugar glaze that is very orange heavy, and a little secret I'll put in there is I do mix the brown sugar with orange soda to give you that glaze. People have come back to my Friendsgiving just to have this ham. I'm not a big proponent of it. I just don't like sweet ham, but I do make one for everybody else because people love that stuff. So if you want to see how that's done, maybe I can let that recipe go. So just leave that in the comment as well. Definitely let me know. But number one is ham for me. So my top three is ham, dressing, and the twice baked red potatoes that I do, and a very, very close four is the mac and cheese. So those four dishes are definitely must-haves on my table. If you have any questions on any of the things I just said, let me know. I will be glad to share recipes, any of that nature. Here it is, guys, Thanksgiving 2022. I hope you guys have a great day. Spend it with people you love and eat some good food, and just be thankful for everything that we do have. And let's not concentrate on what we don't, because we are blessed, guys. So keep it up. If you like this, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it so much. And keep your eye out for the next video. Fam Jam, I'm out.